comes after 2.
Welcome world. Welcome to the Barely Broke Podcast. Yeah, I'm your host, co-host, all around. We all here. DIV.
Don't try to say we're not talking about co-host.
Huh?
We heard what you're saying. We could read this subtext.
Well, yeah, I know. I said host. I know.
We know what you're trying to say.
What am I trying
He's trying to say he the host with the most. The host with the most DIV.
And we just
co-host.
He's trying to write
These
us on the
niggas.
script already.
Hey, I mean,
The people came to see me first and foremost. Let's clarify that. They came to
so
see your
are
boy.
we starting a competition with who can host better? I think the fans know who the favorite is.
Yeah. It's your boy Spider-Man. Goddamn.
Yeah. The
Oh, he's
podcast
done?
is interrupted by my co-host. DIV, yeah, live and direct, live in full effect, right in your TV screen, blasting that shit in two, splitting it in two. I'm here for you, alright? And I'm always gonna be here for y'all. But you know what I'm saying? I'll let my co-hosts take the reins right now. You guys go ahead.
Oh, it's my turn? Hey,
This your boy Screwface to sign on. You know, we just on the ones and twos, not really ones. And you know, we gonna bring you a fabulous podcast today.
it's the voice. For y'all right now. So yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Hey, listen to
You done?
Take that.
You done? I don't think nobody heard you, man. But you know, it is what it is, man. I don't think nobody heard you, man. But you know, it is what it is, man. I'll come to save the show like I always do. You know who it is? It's your boy. It's your boy. Let me say it again. Your boy. Your mama best friend. You already know who it is. Spider-Man. Goddamn, here we go. Low Pro, you already know. AKA Black, AKA Black Dragon Phoenix X-Ray Zulu 1, AKA Mr. Your mama best friend. God damn, man, I might just be your daddy. There you go. Star of the show, not just the host, the star of the goddamn show. I burn bright. I know. Burn bright, die young, you already know, man. I'm too handsome not to be the star.
Shine bright like a diamond.
That's dope, man.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
what we got on the docket today? What's on the docket for the fans? You know, what we gonna cover? What are we gonna give
For
our
the fans, ooh, I'll kick it off. I'm throwing punches. I'll start it off.
You gotta
I'm about to kick it off.
you gotta punch with your
He's like, I'm about to kick it off. Take these kicks. Take these kicks. I said punch him. Nah, I'm about to kick this nigga.
You kick him in
gotta
the
feel
face.
like punches, and your punches gotta feel like kicks.
He's like, his kicks feel like kicks.
Yeah.
You gotta
Punches feel
feel
like kicks. He's like, low kick, right.
Every time I'm about to start.
So you get real confused playing Street Fighter.
Alright. Oh, this is a Street Fighter. Man, y'all niggas don't want to see. Nigga, I yoga.
First off, you get the business of Street Fighter. You will get the business of Street
Hey,
Fighter.
y'all know I suck it. I suck at fighting games, so I ain't gonna.
I'm gonna let y'all know the only game either one of y'all could beat me at is Madden. 2K, spank that ass. Street Fighter,
Yes,
spank
that's
that ass. FIFA, come see me any goddamn day.
Oh, that's 100% cap.
Yeah, FIFA is cap because I'm not the most big soccer.
Yeah.
I'm not the biggest soccer fan, but I know I'm a pretty good motherfucking FIFA player. I know that much.
Shit, I stay on FIFA.
No.
I've never
I'm
seen you
glad
play
that
FIFA
y'all
not
sit
once in
down.
my life. I've never seen you
If
play
anybody want to see me in
Yo,
FIFA,
and
drop
so
your PSNs, yo. Drop your PSNs if you want to see me in FIFA.
Bro, yo, all y'all, if any of y'all cook ass fans want a damn match in motherfucking FIFA, I'm right here. Nigga, I'm down to bust somebody's ass.
That's a challenge for all y'all. Anyone y'all on the PlayStation, man, drop your PSN name, handle, whatever you want to call the moniker, and we'll come see y'all. We accept all challenges on any game, man.
Especially fighting games, but if you want it in FIFA, nigga, we'll give it to you.
Y'all want to see me in 2K? By all means, come see me in 2K. Y'all want to see Marvel vs. Capcom? Come see me in Marvel vs. Capcom.
Y'all niggas want to
to see these
Scrabble,
niggas
nigga. I'll body you in Scrabble.
He was like, we're friends. I'm on it. Send
I
those, send those shit.
these right here, man. That's gold.
Shit. What's that shit called?
You want to
that
see me
shit
in
when
the
you got
Sims? Let's do
Collar.
it.
Nigga, I'll bust your ass in Man Collar too. Y'all niggas ever play Man Collar with the beads? You drop the
Hell
beads.
yeah,
in.
man.
Huh?
Yo, I'm a beast at Man Collar, man.
Nigga, I'll savage niggas in Man
Man
Collar.
Collar, what? Checkers,
What's going
man.
on here about?
Tic-tac-toe. Connect 4. Connect the goddamn
Yeah.
dots,
Tic-tac
motherfucker. I'm
box.
out here.
Nigga, we'll get it on.
Put my more initial up in that thing right there, man.
Monopoly,
What's up?
Crabopoly, Star Wars Monopoly, motherfucking Game of Life, Risk, fucking Napoleon
You
style.
gonna take a risk playing against me in this motherfucker? God
Exactly.
damn.
Yeah, so let's get it
Yeah, man.
anyways. First topic, let's get it. Morality and religion for profit. What is your take on that? Before you give your take, let me expand on it a little bit. So this ain't nothing new. This is something that's been going on forever, and we're not just gonna focus on religion. When we say morality and religion for profit, we're basically talking about any and all, I guess,
Non-profit, I guess, organizations.
organizations,
Like non-profit.
institutions, yeah, or
Like
they're for profit.
Boys and Girls Club, Black Lives Matter.
Not exactly
churches.
Boys and Girls Club, because I feel like Boys and Girls Club, they ain't getting rich. I don't know anybody who's getting super rich off of that. At least not.
I'm pretty sure somebody abusing money some way, somehow. Same thing with like
Goodwill.
But they probably pay taxes and shit, don't they?
They should be.
Huh?
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure Black Lives Matter and
Does it feed the children then?
Don't
Not
pay.
the Boys and Girls Club, but like feed the children. Then the
Wait,
one where
what's
they
that
say
Red Cross?
5 cents a day to Africa.
Oh,
All them things.
are you drinking coffee right now? Because of you, there's an African child with a distended stomach that's dying. Yeah, drink your goddamn coffee. Like, man, you trying to make a nigga feel bad about drinking coffee.
Yeah.
I don't even like coffee like that, but I'm still gonna drink it. Shit.
Damn right.
But should people be able to profit from those themselves? Even if you started to form an organization and everything?
Should people be able to?
Not at all. It's like you should be, I guess in a way you should be paid for your work. But it's like these folks is getting super rich off this work.
Yeah.
And that's the problem.
Man, because the idea behind you starting them foundations was for all that money to go over to them. And any other money that you're not sending over there is supposed to be kept for the upkeep of the business, not put it to line your own pockets with it.
Yes. Yep. Yeah, exactly.
At least that's the way I see it when I hear nonprofit organizations and shit, and then somebody over here talking about they about to buy like a $900,000 fucking mansion. I think that's ridiculous. That say $900,000 could have went into the same cause that you're fighting for.
Mm-hmm.
But see, that's the thing. They say, "Oh, well, we put in the time and effort to be protesters and all this. We deserve that shit." You do not deserve no $2 million house, because it's been coming out all over the internet of all these Black Lives Matter people and all these protesters and all these actors and whatever, all these people that not actors, but all these people who are take part in protesters and all this shit. These motherfuckers are getting money, like they're getting money out the ass. They're buying $1 million homes and shit, and like they over here marching down the street and invoking the name of Black young men who's been killed and profiting off of that, and they're buying $1 million houses. Like, when the fuck did that happen?
One thing I want to clarify before we go in deeper, especially whenever we start talking about Black Lives Matter, these other foundations, we're not against Black Lives Matter. Like, what I am against is these people doing just that. The people that's in charge that's doing that. The actual movement itself, not against that. But
the institution of it, or the organization, well, the people who
the
are
organization, I guess.
I want to say the organization, in the sense of it,
because Black Lives Matter is kind of bigger than just the organization. Not everybody, because there's a lot of folks who don't mess with the organization, but kind of mess with the message.
That's what I'm saying. So the thought of Black Lives Matter, yes, I support that, because we're being killed at an alarming rate. At we call it what's that?
Exceptional?
Huh?
No, not exceptional.
No, that's too good of a word for it. But like I can't find the words for it right now.
High rate?
The rate, huh? It's a high rate.
High rate.
But as an unfair rate or unfair.
Right.
It's another word for unfair. I can't get it right now.
Unjust?
whatever you want to throw there. But they know what I'm trying to say. Y'all know what I'm trying to say. Yeah. But we're not against that. We ain't no all lives matter dudes at all. We ain't with that all lives matter crap because that's some or blue lives matter. All that. That's all bullshit. That's just that's the way the money do.
That right there is way to spite Black Lives Matter when they start saying all lives matter and the blue lives matter.
Yeah.
Nobody is saying that the cops' lives don't matter. Everybody else's life don't matter. All we're saying is like, yo, we're being killed at an extremely high rate. First off, we shouldn't be getting killed in the first place. But we're getting killed way faster than anybody else for like minor shit, especially for minor shit, especially. And that shit is ridiculous. Like, I'm gonna let you know. Most of the times I listen to rap music or hear people talk about when they deal with the cops, they always talk about how they run away from the cops or getting away from the cops or some shit. Now, hey, I'm out here with a full shootout with the cops and all this shit.
Well, in the 90s,
majority of it is always talking about. So I don't understand how they're saying rap music and these other mentalities are saying, hey, go attack the police when that's not the case. Yeah. And most of the time when you hear about black people getting killed by the cops, they're trying to get away from the cops. They are.
No, you explaining too much because I'm pretty sure you can find rock and roll music where they talk about after cops are running over cops. You can probably find somewhere in rock and roll music.
You can find a whole bunch of rock music where they're talking about messing with underage girls.
Yeah.
Doing drugs and coke and like messing with underage girls.
So, but we're not to get away from what we're trying to get at. Yeah. We're saying it's not that we support the sentiment of Black Lives Matter. The organization, I don't know nothing about that, and I don't know. They be talking about that dude George Soros is giving them money, all types of political shit, and or is it George Soros? No, not George Soros.
Yeah, George Soros is the one they're talking about.
Yeah, so they be talking about him. He's like a liberal, like millionaire, whatever, pumping money into it. Look, I don't know about all that shit. I don't trust half of them motherfuckers that be getting on stage talking crazy, and then I found out they be getting paid a buku amount of money for what they're doing when it's supposed to be some honorable shit. I don't know stories about protesters back in the day getting $1 million houses and stuff from protests and all that. So where the donation money goes, I don't know. Apparently into their pockets, because they go for all types of crazy stuff. But really what I'm trying to touch on is giving your money to organizations that are supposed to be helping people, and they're not like the amount of money you put into it, and black men are still dying out here in the streets. Mothers are still crying. You know what I'm saying? And like these stories are like black women who have these kids and like they're about to lose their houses. You know what I'm saying? I forgot which one it was. I don't know if it was Tamara Rice or somebody, but one of their moms, she's like she can't afford mortgage or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? And the same people that are profiting off, they're invoking her son's dead her dead son's name, they are making millions off of it. Because people are like, oh, I want to give. So let me just give to the most vocal person. And the most
but you see, the thing about it, they believe their money will be getting distributed to those families too.
I'm not blaming the person donating. I'm blaming, it's just like Mother Teresa, right? Mother Teresa, they gave her all this money. And where the facilities that they still have poor people in India showing up to these tents or whatever, or wherever they had the people dying in there, dirty needles, no medical professionals, no nothing going in there dying. And Mother Teresa is making millions of dollars, millions and millions and millions of dollars, and none of that money's going towards helping these poor people. You know what I'm saying? That money's going towards the Vatican or some shit. Like that money's going towards whatever the Pope is doing.
But it's the same thing with a lot of these pastors in the mega churches. Like you put all this money into it, you got a nice church, like a super nice church, and the pastor's there driving off in a Mercedes or Lambo or whatever. And then the people there still giving up 10-20% of their whatever they make. To the church. You got people going to the church who are barely getting by, giving their money still. And then the pastor living like more than comfortable. He's thinking about buying jets and stuff instead of like, you know what? There's many people in my congregation who can't get by. Let me reach out and try to see who needs help, who needs this and that. They're not doing that.
Or tell them don't even pay. Or tell them don't even pay a tithe at all. Like, if you know they ain't getting by, then just be like, hey, yo, chill. You ain't got to give me nothing. Like, just come and hear the word. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, man, but they're not doing that. They are literally buying. They own like 3 mansions, got a whole bunch of cars. But yet your flock is hungry. Your flock is starving.
I heard in some churches, you got to make a certain amount to even be a member.
That too is ridiculous.
that
you can't put a price on the word. You cannot put a price on the word, man.
Shouldn't, but you know.
But yo, there's always been like a pay, like the richer you are, you can pay your way into heaven. You know what I mean? If you got the more money you got, the more you can pay. You find a holy man who gives you peace in the fact that you're whatever kind of person you are. He's like, it's okay, and then you just give him as much money, and he'll
call my hotline for $29.99. You can receive the blessing of the Lord.
Yeah. Man,
Peter Papa.
3 easy payments, by the way. 3 easy payments, $29.99.
I had this discussion with somebody about. I think it was back in the day. I don't think it was a long time ago, but I think it's TD Jakes. His daughter bought a crazy expensive mansion. She bought some crazy shit, and that's his daughter. I don't know where she came from. I don't know. I don't pay attention to that shit like that. But I'm like, how does this pastor's daughter, who I don't know what her career is. I'm pretty sure I don't know any career. She's a young, she's in her mid-20s or something or maybe mid-30s. I don't know, but she ain't that old, and she can afford $1 million house. I'm like, how do you become a millionaire like that? And she's out here just her dad basically set her up to be a millionaire and put her on, and it's like nepotism in the church and all that type of stuff. Like what the you can't be doing that type of shit with religion. You think you're gonna go to heaven and God's gonna be like, is that okay? That shit ain't okay. How the fuck is your daughter a millionaire? And you're a pastor for super church or whatever. And granted, you do all this social work and all that shit, but that's peanuts compared to how much you're making when you could afford a jet and you could afford to you made your daughter a millionaire.
Why does a pastor need a jet? Why does a pastor need a jet?
Because when he needs to get close to God, he hops in his jet and his prayers get transmitted quicker into the atmosphere. You know what I'm saying? So he needs to be it's time to go pray, fill up the jet. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's 200,000 to fill it?
That's solid logic right there, actually.
Hey, man, I don't know. My apologies.
I wouldn't be surprised if I wouldn't be surprised if one of them believes that shit too. So that's why it's solid logic. I wouldn't be surprised.
You got people who believe to drink snake venom to prove that you're a man of God, that you're pure. If you drink the snake venom, you don't die. You're good. If the snake don't bite you, you're good. Yes. That's how you know you trust somebody. Lucifer, the snake will know one of his own people. How does a snake decide if you're good or not? Wouldn't the snake bite the bad people then? Bite the good people and spare the bad one if that's the case?
Well,
because Lucifer, why would he bite his own demons? If you don't get bit by the snake, wouldn't that mean that you're
a snake as well?
Yeah.
If the snake is the devil, if the snake is the devil, he's not gonna bite somebody that is on his side, is he? I don't know. I guess
he's not.
Well, maybe, this guy's too holy, I gotta bite his ass.
No, he wouldn't.
I don't know. This whole thing is confusing, man.
That's what I'm telling you. Some of the ideas they come up to sell to people and they buy into these.
Mm-hmm.
It's ludicrous.
Ludicrous ain't the word.
Yeah,
it's cold.
Don't bring ludicrous into this.
Huh?
What's that?
I said, don't bring ludicrous into this.
Yeah, ludicrous is a good guy.
It's a saint.
Yeah, but it's
Fast and the Furious. Too fast. Too furious.
But so when you see this, you got that dude. I think and there was something that came out recently, that Joel Osteen dude. That nigga got an expensive ass European car. I think it was either Ferrari or some type of Lambo or some Lamborghini or some Testarossa. I don't know, some wild Italian name fucking car. I can't remember what it was, but that shit looked like a damn transformer. That shit about to transform into Bumblebee. That shit.
How do you
crazy.
Put up to the church in there?
And
got your little practice parking, and then you put up the church in there, and y'all are okay with this? Is it one of the tenets of going to church and you don't come in there all flashy and everything? Humility.
Nobody's saying nothing about this man.
But the pastor coming there with 6 gold rings on, he just won back championships. That man got flooded out with diamond.
Plus the
don't forget his Louis Vuitton suit that he got on.
Bro, you see Tom Brady over here looking like Green Lantern when he be doing his ring, when he be putting the rings up. And even Tom Brady probably ain't got the type of money that man got. Joel Osteen, I'm telling you put Joel Osteen, we should look up their net worths. But look up Tom Brady and look up Joel Osteen. Look, I'm pretty sure Joel Osteen's gonna beat him. I haven't seen it. I don't know, but maybe I should look it up right now.
I want to say at best they're probably close, similar, and even if that's the case,
still
it shouldn't be. That's still wild because Tom Brady's a professional athlete who gets paid by somebody else.
I'm not saying pastors should be living dirt poor or nothing, but you also should not be living the lavish lifestyle of the rich and famous, and then you over there like having mansions like Will Smith, like off of religion.
Do it. What would Jesus do? And last time I checked, Jesus wasn't living lavish like that. If you're trying to spread the word of Jesus, how am I supposed to take you serious? But you living way better than I am.
Okay, I looked at the net worth. They're not gonna say Joel Osteen is less, way less. Joel Osteen is. Or it says Joel Osteen estimated to have over 50 million in net worth, but the church gets 43 million a year in collections. And I looked up Tom Brady's net worth, and Tom Brady is 200.
Wait, hold on. So the preacher got over 50 million, and the church is only 43 million.
Yeah, his net worth is more than
what the church is making. Yeah. Are you serious? Forget how are you richer than your business? You are richer than your business.
I don't know.
Well, he's like his name is a business now, so that's probably why he could get rich off his name alone. Who? Appearances, all that good stuff. Joel Osteen.
Yeah, he could pull anywhere.
At the very least, he is $7 million more than the church makes a year.
Wait, I just looked this up. It says,
possible?
Hold on, I think I made a mistake here. I just looked up this. What's his net worth in 2020? Joel Osteen. It says, as of 2020, it's estimated his worth is 100 million.
What?
Yeah, $100 million.
Even better.
Nigga, what?
A pastor.
Joel Osteen got.
I'm in the wrong profession. I should have become a pastor.
PPP loan.
Hey, yeah, we about to start a church that barely broke.
The church of Billy broke. Church of God of Billy broke.
Yo,
that's ridiculous.
We in the wrong business.
It's the wrong business, man.
Fuck a podcast, yeah.
Start a church, y'all. Let's start a church, man. We can pass the word. What religion we going into?
Tell your kids, yo, start a church, yo. They gonna make shit ton of money.
Christianity?
Nah.
Was it Judaism? Islam? What
Scientology. We gotta get
Scientology. Yeah.
We gotta make sure nobody knows exactly
what other religion is. 60% of your check. Your wife has to come by at least twice a month.
all your wives have to go through a selection process. So to send all your wives to room B4, and then all you guys just go wait.
But not you, John. Your wife is already blessed. She don't need to come.
Yeah, your wife don't need to come. Your wife is raggedy as shit. She don't need to come here.
But you, Christian, and you, Slater, your wives must come back. Yes. Yours must come back.
The Lord needs to put his hands on your wife.
And when she come back, don't ask. No questions.
Don't ask. No questions. Why come the pastor got a nice shoes? Why he drives such a nice car? Don't ask no questions. Yeah, we gotta come up with some bullshit, man. We gotta come up with some straight.
We gotta come up with something, man. Hit him over the head, man. Some new shit, man.
Oh, and we gotta get celebrities. We gotta get dirt on celebrities. Like whatever celebrities in the closet, we get dirt on them, and then be like, you gotta join our church, or we're gonna put out whatever we know on you. And if you don't, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna ruin your career and ruin your life. I don't know if coming out the closet is gonna change nothing. You know, nowadays it doesn't matter.
Don't cancel. Not. Well, it depends on their brand.
Yeah. How bad will it hurt your brand? We're coming after that.
Whatever we get. Take pictures of these guys in Thailand. Like hire somebody.
I know the first person we're gonna get Lil B to endorse us. Get the sauce god up in here, man. Get him up in here.
Wait, who?
Lil B.
Lil B.
Get Lil B up in this, man.
You
have to give a sermon, man.
We'll do the building fund. The building fund will have him show up. Give a little sermon on shit. Pass around the plate like 6 times. Every time there's an intermission, just pass around the plate. Nothing going back around. If you need more money,
the plate looking kind of light here. My congregation, they pass it playing around. Pass that plate back.
I know this plate is made of solid brass, but come on, man. It's still a little bit light. If you need to find the ATM, there's 2 ATMs right next to the exit. You know what I'm saying? You go ahead
before you leave.
I don't know what y'all talking about. Them collection plates gonna have the card reader on it now. So it's gonna be right at the bottom. Like, just put your card reader at the bottom. Pass
you forgot your card? That's okay, there, brother. Who got PayPal? Who got Venmo?
And Brother Screwface, go help that old lady. She's having a little bit of trouble swiping her card.
She can't reach.
All right, man, don't worry, I got you. Okay, just the chips.
How much you want to donate?
Man, the chip.
I accidentally added an extra 0 there after that number. The Lord needs it.
Oh man, it's not a swipe, it's a chip. Yeah, no, not that chip. That chip. Man, give me the damn card. Oh boy, you in this church cussing, huh?
Oh, you want me to hit you? I mean, thank you.
Oh man,
he's so good with the congregation. See that?
Yeah.
Yo,
it's a shakedown, man. Cause how do you you're able to set up your family? You're able to hire it just you're running these churches like businesses, right? But you don't want to pay taxes like it's a business.
No,
yes.
I don't understand. I don't get
That's
it.
That's the part that don't get me neither. It's just like if they start making if they start making them to a certain point, they need to be taxed. I'm all for not taxing churches based on separation of state and religion and all that good stuff. Cool. But if your church is making a certain amount of money, you need to pay taxes just like the rest of us, because that's some bullshit at that point.
Facts. Ain't no pastor should have no $1 million, $2 million house.
Nah, I understand. Like I said, I understand getting paid for that shit, but at the same time, ain't no way you shouldn't be profiting off the word of the Lord like that. Yes. That just don't sit right with me.
It should not be.
And I'm not even. I don't even go to church, and that shit don't sit right with me.
Like I'm
you don't let that heathen tell us how to run our church. Don't let him tell us. He's not even going at
it. Like, boy, you better stay in your place.
Let me count my money, okay? This is God's money.
This is God's money. He won't need that.
Doing this for the Lord. If the Lord didn't want me to have this, He wouldn't have gave me so much. Right?
If the Lord didn't want me to have it, He wouldn't have came up with the Bible for it.
Okay.
If He didn't want me to have it, He wouldn't make money look so good.
But the ceiling's still leaking, Pastor. The ceiling's leaking. Okay, Pastor need a
I told you to bring an umbrella. I told you last sermon, bring an umbrella. The ceiling's still leaking. Because y'all don't want to pay collection. Y'all don't want to pay tithe. Y'all got me hot up in there. Y'all got me hot up in here. Quiet, bet me up right now.
I feel it. Bring them down to church. As soon as they start asking too many questions, they start speaking in tongues.
Shut up.
And Pastor, how you got used to this?
And your eyes roll in the back of your head. Oh my God, he's speaking in tongues. Shit, have a hysterical black chick. They just pass out a face.
Get on the payroll. Yo, once it gets too deep in it, I need you to get up. Okay? It's go time. You gonna see the signal.
They got a shock collar on that lady. They shock her to wake her up. they shock her to get her to go hysterical, and they shock her again after she passes out the way. Fucking, and I know we're talking a whole lot of shit about church, but
well, we're not really talking about church and stuff. Again, we're all
we're not talking not the church. We're talking shit about.
It's them pastors and these super churches that.
Yeah, the super church pastors and super churches in particular. Those are the ones I don't like. Churches, hey, do what you gotta do, because everybody, follows religion differently. Some folks, they like to go to church to hear the word. And some pastors are actually good people. Like I met a lot of good pastors. I've seen a lot of good pastors. But it's just the ones that do that shit like that, trying to take their money from the congregation, using the word of the Lord just to make themselves richer. Nah, I can't rock with that. I can't get behind that.
No, not at all.
That brings me to another topic. With the whole, you gotta remember on BT, I know we were talking about this at one point.
Yeah.
Me and Schoolface didn't talk about it. But all right, so you got BT. I remember at one point they had all these singing shows on BT, like it's American Idol, but for gospel. And then they had like the morning sermons and shit on BT, all that shit. And then this year they have the old boy Lil Nas X, same dude that was doing the most sacrilegious shit on the planet. This young man made a video of him all red, freaking sliding down a pole, butt naked, ass cheeks out, all that shit, and goes down, grinds on the devil. The devil's just sitting there, whatever. And this nigga goes and snaps the devil's neck and becomes the devil and all this wild shit. And then they got him going on BT, making out with niggas on TV, all that shit, like tongue straight down his, not even a peck on the cheek. This man got his shit all the way down this other man's mouth. You know what I'm saying? Yo, look, that shit is uncomfortable. Look, look, watching PDA of any kind is not no homophobic shit, but public affection to that level is uncomfortable for anybody. You know what I'm saying? And seeing that shit is fucking traumatizing. Yo, and me as a girl, that shit, I was like, what the fuck? And I'm saying, is this the same channel that got Any Given Sunday and Sunday Best and all that shit, whatever it's called, whatever those shows were called?
So BT is a hell of a pandering channel. It does pander. Like,
it's not run by black people, by the way. Just gotta throw that back out.
It's not. But they try to pander like crazy. They try to come off wholesome, but then you see they'll have stuff like that, and then they'll also have like all the extra gangster music on there. They even have BT on cut on there, which I stayed up late to watch. It's like 2-3 in the morning. That shit come on.
Hey, 50 in the house, bounce. You already know what I'm about. Hey, this is
I'm looking for a tip drill. Tip drill fight.
Oh yeah, tip drill too. It's like, wait, the girl's ass is just sitting there. His face is against the ass cheek, and then swipes the card. Her ass is like percolating. Oh shit! Oh, it's the greatest shit I've ever seen.
But yeah, man. BT is honestly overall, it's nice to have a channel that is like dedicated to black people, but at certain levels you gotta be like, yo, this is a little too much. Because are you like holding black values, like Christian beliefs, like you try to present? Are you more for like rapping like them views? Are you now, hey, we're here like full on the LGBTQ community and doing all this, like having Lil Nas X going all of this, and then all three of those conflict with each other.
Yeah, you know what that tells me is that BT is just for profit. It's some bullshit. It's just for profit. Nothing matters to them. Nothing sacred to them. It's all for profit. I mean, at least
because they recognize early there is profit in the black dollar. There's so much money in the black dollar that they can make so much.
I felt when BT was at a certain point, BT was legitimately trying to make entertainment for black people. I felt like that at one point.
Now they just throwing out any bullshit.
Yeah, now it's like that shit ain't even the culture of black people. The shit that's on BT, to me, it's not like black culture. Like I don't know. It's like a portrayal or a caricature of
I think after they got rid of Freestyle Fridays, around that time frame is when I stopped watching it, man. Like,
I mean, instead of shows like College Hill. College Hill was straight. I feel like College Hill was straight, bro. It was like College Hill was good, and even the and I say it was good because the culture that those kids brought,
Washington Heights. What was the one with the rich black kids? Not College Hill, the other one.
Yeah, I think it was Washington Heights or some shit like that.
Yeah, we needed that.
Is that the one with the Spanish people? I don't know.
Yeah, you might be right. I forgot what it was. What the hell was that show?
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's the one with the rich black kids.
Yeah,
I've been stopped watching BT, and I don't see myself going back to it. Even when I'm like trying to search,
I stopped watching TV in general. So shit.
Yeah.
But you had something you had MTV that nobody has no problem with MTV. You got the Real World and all this shit. When it's like 20 white people and one black dude. So I was happy that show like College Hill was there. If you rewatch those episodes of College Hill, the lingo they use is legitimate. Like words that motherfuckers are using, well, not now as much, but back in like 2015 and shit, you can see the influence because these like College Hill was like 2011, like from 2008 to 2011.
I think it was before that. Yeah, it was like
maybe
before
2005. It was not like at the beginning of the 20th century or 2000s. It was like midway in the 2000s.
Yeah, like 2006, 7, 8, or somewhere around there, because it was around the time I was like in high school and shit.
They had Atlanta,
high school,
and they had Trinidad. It was Virgin Islands. They had the Virgin Islands season, the Atlanta season, and the Miami season when they go to Florida.
They had an Atlanta season? I might have to go back and watch that one.
Bro, it's good. They got it. I think they're on Hulu. They're good. And I'm telling you, if you watch it, you hear the lingo that they use. Like, oh shit, these dudes are legit. They're like really young. They're young black people in college and shit. It's not no negative shit. It's not everybody whoring it up. Like, I mean, the girls are flirtatious.
Bro, I couldn't get into it. I could not get into it. I'm not gonna lie to you.
If you watch it as a grown up, you're like, oh, this is tame compared to the horror and shit you do in the real world. Like, this shit
I'm gonna just take your word for it. I'm gonna take your word for it. Yeah. But I'm not gonna watch it.
I ain't gonna lie. I used to like the Real World though. So
of course. That shit was
I had a couple good seasons. The funniest season though was with the black dude that turned out to be gay. Yeah, that shit was hilarious, man.
Yo, and that, like, I did not know.
He was good, man. He was good. Cause you see the white dude's like, yeah, man. And he's like, yo, I'm gay, and he's like, what? He's
like the sparks is like,
he's short circuiting, man. That shit was hilarious.
Like what?
Like probably that dude's brain, man. And like I feel like he was actually good for like the community and stuff. Like his whole presentation, the way he come off and everything, he was actually good for that shit. And it was good to see a black character that it wasn't. Well, I don't know if they actually give them scripts or whatnot. They said they do, but seeing a black person on the TV show like that who actually represented pretty good.
Or the newer ones. The newer Real Worlds, I believe, were scripted, but those original, like, I believe the first 3 seasons,
we've all seen it where they got the black people up there, and then they send them to how you think a black person. Yeah, they're like, oh, this is how you need to act because you're black and shit. Like that's the only thing. But he came up there, he did his motherfucking thing.
Yeah, well, there was that the early season, the first season, there was that one black dude that smacked that chick inside the car. She was inside like everybody hated her, and then she was in like the taxi or something, get ready to get kicked out of the house, and the black dude was like, wait, and she's like, what? Opens the door, he's like, bah! That shit
yo, I actually know. Talk about MTV World War. I know we get out topic. We talk about MTV World War shit. Yeah, I remember the fucking Snooki.
Oh, that's
Jersey Shore. That's Jersey Shore. I know the dude who smacked Snooki, man. I know him. I actually met him. Shit. I'm telling you, I know this motherfucker, man. He was like, yo, she's just a fucking douchebag. Because it's like one of the dudes was there buying drinks for everybody, and then like he was like, okay, I'm gonna get a drink too. And then Snooki came over there, was talking shit like, no, y'all ain't getting drinks. This ain't for y'all shit. But then the dude was like, yo, I bought it for everybody. She's like, no, y'all ain't getting that. And then she said that I actually hit him or some shit. And then that's when he just fired off on her. I forgot, man. But
and why that nigga Joey or whatever his name was swinging on him or some shit. Did they all like try to swing on him?
Yeah. And then basically after he did that, they ran his name through the fucking papers, telling that he's a dirtbag. He used to be like a gym teacher or some shit. Yeah, he was a gym teacher. And they ran his name through the mud throughout like newspaper. He ended up getting fired and everything, man.
Bullshit.
But he was telling me the story.
Yeah, that's some bullshit. MTV ruined that man's life. He should sue MTV and sue Snooki for putting her hands on him and all that shit. Because they edit shit to make you look like the bad person, man. They'll do that. Especially for their stars, man. Fuck them horrible people. Them stars is like, and we're not horrible people. We're regular people like you. Nah, you let that shit go to your head. You guys are not no. First of all, y'all were assholes before you even came on this shit, and that asshole shit just got even bigger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you guys remember this season of Real World with Tyreek or some shit? Everybody can apologize to the black dude, the big black dude, Tyreek. It's like they show like a montage of people apologizing to Tyreek. in that season. It's like, yo, it's like, and something was like Tyreek would be like, nah, fuck that. And they're like, oh, Tyreek, da. They argue with him. Next episode, hey, Tyreek, I'm sorry about how I talked to you. I'm sorry about that. And he's like, all right. And then the next day, he's like, Tyreek, da. He's like, da, fuck that. And then the next day, Tyreek, I'm so sorry. I just didn't know how to control my emotions. Yo, it was like a montage of everybody apologizing to Tyreek. Bro, it's hilarious. Bro, that shit, I can't remember what season it was, but they were like, it's a montage of people apologizing to Tyreek.
Yeah.
And bro, it's like.
I'm about to say, if you asked me this 10 years ago, I would have remembered, but now, hell no.
Yeah.
I think I was watching that shit.
Yeah, I mean, I watched that shit too, but I can't remember shit.
Yeah. It's always watching Room Raiders too much and niggas jerking off on their pillows. Every time they go to black light, oh, he jerked off on his pillow. Black light, he jerked off on his pillow. Every chick that goes into a nigga's room and puts on the black light, they just come everywhere. She always coming. But bro, I was like, there was one black chick I remember on Room Raiders. She liked it. It was like one of the dudes inside the car, and she was just like, oh, let's look at
Room Raiders. I just realized you talking about, man.
Room Raiders.
Room Raiders and Next, yo, that was my shit. That shit was hilarious.
Next.
Nigga, get off the bus.
Get off the bus. Next. No, keep walking. Like, damn.
You a bitch anyway.
Especially if you see the interviews before, yeah, man, you know they gonna love this shit too, handsome and all that shit. Yeah, man. And then Carter was next, like, damn, bro.
And then the girl would take the money, like, oh, I got $100. She goes back in the truck. I got $100. Like, yo, you got $100, bro. What the fuck are you talking about? Yeah. And it's like,
that show is great.
Yeah, that show is ridiculous.
You don't make them like that.
The smartest dudes, because I think the longer you're on the date, you get more money, right? I think that's how it was. The smartest dude, as soon as he saw like a girl that was attractive, he was like, I'm picking you. So she didn't have enough time to get money, and he was just like, I'm picking you as soon as you come off the bus. Because he's just like, I don't really like you. Seem like you're the hottest chick that came off the bus so far. He was with the first one. He's like, this girl ain't that hot, so he like got rid of her next start. And then as soon as the next one comes, he's like, oh, she's better looking than the one that just went. I'm picking you. Show's over. And like, so dudes will get hit to shit like that. Like, would do things like that. As soon as they see it, they feel like, hey, there's nothing better on the bus. I'm just going with it. Oh, and date my mom. Date my mom.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
I don't remember that one. That one I don't remember.
Damn, I almost forgot about that, yo. Date my mom, yeah.
Shit, bro, that shit was fire. That shit was fire.
Niggas, how does that work? Date my mom.
Exactly.
I think it was shit, how did it go?
You have the three. It's like 3 daughters, and you date each daughter's mom, and you go on a date with the mom, and the mom tells you how great the daughter is and all that shit. And at the very end, you have all 6 of them stand in front of you, and like, oh, I gotta eliminate you, and like, oh, you missed out on my daughter. She walks out.
Yeah,
like,
that one. Yep.
Yeah.
They had to, like the dude consensus had to go out with the mom to get to the daughter.
Yeah.
Yep. Now, okay. Yeah, that one was a good one too.
Yeah, I don't think it ever worked in Date My Dad or anything. I don't think it worked.
I don't think that would sell.
that one sounds that's good.
Yeah, you look good in that spaghetti strap bra. You might take that up a little bit. You might some love shit.
Let me see what you gonna give my son.
Can I take a picture of your feet? Can I my wife is watching. I'm sorry. I just love her feet so much, honey. I'm so sorry.
Yo,
I'm about to go back and watch some man.
This shit they came with. Oh man. All right, moving on.
Yeah.
Next up, should a man have to disclose his sexual history? Should anyone have to disclose their sexuality? But I'm saying a man because there's a lot more stigmas when it comes to men and their history. They do anything outside the norm. So if a man was legit with another man before he got married, well, before he starts dating somebody, let's not even say married, just talking to somebody, and she asks him about sexual history, should he have to disclose that he was with another man?
Let's just cut the bullshit, right? Let's just cut the bullshit. Whether you're a man or your girl, the only thing you care about is if you have sex with men. If you have sex with men, that lowers your stock. That's what it is. If you're a dude, you have sex with men, women don't fucking want you because as soon as they find out you did that shit, it's a wrap. You know what I'm saying? And if you a girl with 60 bodies on you, this girl been fucking mad niggas, it's a wrap. It's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Look, you and the people out there, if you are bisexual, homosexual, whatever, it probably doesn't bother. I don't know how homosexual people see a dude with mad bodies. If a dude is a hoe and you a dude and you want to date this man, but this man then has sex with everybody on this side of the bar or whatever, or this side of California or whatever, I don't know, San Francisco, I don't know. But like if that man right there has, I don't know if that's like a negative thing to gay dudes, but I know if it's from a man to a woman, I like women. I like woman. I have delivered. But like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if a girl has bodies out the wazoo, like she got like her bodies is football numbers, then like that's an issue. You know what I'm saying? That I can't get down with that. And the same thing, like with what you talking about, it was that video of that chick who found out that her man had sex with another man. He was bisexual, right? And she lost her fucking shit, right?
Yeah.
She don't want to marry no nigga that like women do not like that shit. You know what I'm saying? You said that I didn't see the video. You actually explained the video to her.
I haven't seen the video neither. I literally came with that idea and I was told, hey, that's already happened.
Oh, okay.
Like there was a video about it.
I saw the video. I saw the episode. I don't know if I saw the whole episode, but basically it was some blind marriage show. Excuse me. And then this particular couple, the dude happened to be bisexual. And then the day before that they were supposed to get married, because it was a TV show, I don't really know how real it is, but the day before they're supposed to get married, old boy, tells the lady that he had sex with men and he was bisexual and all that. Old girl flipped out on him. I think she threw the ring and everything and then said, why didn't you tell me this, that, and the third, I forgot the exact thing she said, but she wasn't there for it. She wasn't absolutely there for it.
Nah.
And so, I mean, I've heard arguments about how, he should have at least been open with her from the beginning. And I'm just like, I mean, that's cool. That's cool. I can understand that part. She didn't really have to flip out on him though.
I don't feel like he has to reveal that.
Yeah, unless he got like a disease or something. No?
Yeah, that's different.
That's anybody before you get into a sexual relationship with anybody and you know that you have it, you better disclose it because that shit is no bueno whatsoever.
Yeah, for men, women, don't matter your sexual orientation. If you got something, let them know because that's only the right thing. But if you happen to have your sexual partners don't mean shit to your current relationship, honestly. Yeah. If you don't have no kids from that or you don't have no STDs from it, then it's nobody else's business past that. Like you don't gotta tell nobody how many people you slept with or who you happen to sleep with.
Because if the person really likes you, that's how you know that shit is fake. Because if the person really likes you, your past don't matter. Because that's what women preach to men all the time. It doesn't matter who I was with before. I'm here with you now. I'm trying to do this with you. But when it's on the other foot and they find out, oh no, so you was with a man before. Oh no, we're ending this right now. I don't want to do this, and they make the hugest scene about this.
And they will call these men some vile shit. You talk about men being homophobic, bro. Women will be calling a motherfucker a booty this, a booty that, a nasty this, a F this, all this crazy shit. Like they're gonna be calling you everything nasty, bully, disgusting.
They gonna drag you through the mud. They gonna embarrass you that thing all on the internet, over.
This undercover ass nigga. Like,
they will be the same ones that want you to accept them as they are. They will be the same ones. Cause it's just crazy. Because like on the other foot, I can only speak for heterosexual males and especially black males. Especially the ones that I come around. If a woman was to come to me and say, "Yo, hey, I was bisexual before," or "I am bisexual," 9 out of 10 times it's gonna be like, "Yo, well, probably a couple follow-up questions are okay, that's cool, that's fine." Probably be like, "Yo, so what's good with you and your friends?" Then so is that on the table? Is it? Nah. Okay, cool. Let's keep moving because I like you for you. I'm already this far in a relationship with you. I like you for you. But that when you throw that on the other foot, I believe 9 out of 10 of women now will not be for that. They will.
You said 9 out of 10. I feel like it's 10 out of 10. I feel like it's 10 out of 10.
I think it's 9 out of 10. Just the times is kind of changing.
Because there are exceptions to the rule. There's exceptions to everything. That's what I'm saying. It's 9 out of 10.
Maybe 10 out of maybe like 9.99 out of 10. Because all that is projection. Those girls that be wearing colorful hair and weird looking hipster clothes, not even hipster, we passed that time period. But like all this new age, old age, like retro, futuristic clothes they be wearing with the colors and the twisties, anime bitches, whatever. Like that's all. Like that's bullshit. They don't want a man, because if they really wanted artists, if they really wanted dudes like that, there's dudes out there. But as you see, like men from a certain age to a certain age ain't having sex. They're all virgins and shit, and they ain't in no damn relationships. Because these women are always gonna be into masculine men. They're always gonna want a nigga that protects them. They're always gonna want a nigga that's not gonna have sex with other men on them. Like there's certain things that women are always gonna want, and they care too much. No matter how much women want to talk about how they're individual and all that stuff, and they don't care about what other people think. They're always gonna care about.
That's why I don't believe when people start throwing out these projections and these numbers talking about, and then you got the women. Like that's literally what they're telling you online. That's literally what they just put down on paper. When you truly deal with these women, it's not like that. They like to give off the presence saying, hey, I am this open-minded, I am this X, Y, and Z, hoorah, equal rights, all this other shit. When it really gets down to it, that's not what
they don't want that shit in their home. You know what I'm saying? Watch when these women turn 20, 29, 30, 40. When they get into their 40s, they don't want none of that type of shit in their house. Once they get kids and they get into a nice suburban area and all that shit, they don't want none of that fuck shit they were about when they were in their early 20s in their own household when they become grown-ass women. That shit goes right out the fucking door. And they turn to soccer moms. Like
soccer moms, get in the minivan. Yeah, man. Like they not about that shit, man.
Nah. So
they're not.
It's never. It's just like the experience of a gay man and the experience of a lesbian woman are completely different experiences. Completely different. I feel like to be a gay man in this world and shit like that is way, way harder, way more shit going on with you, way more attacks on your life, way more shit coming your way than as a lesbian woman. You know what I'm saying? To the point where like these dudes, if you go to the West Indies or even certain parts of the world, they do fucking kill gay people. You know what I'm saying? Gay men, they be fucking them up. A lesbian woman, nobody gives a shit. Nobody's gonna fuck with her. People might talk shit to them here and there, may get nasty looks by some people, but most men are gonna be like, especially if you're attracted lesbian to another lesbian, and like, oh damn, can I get in on that? You know what I'm saying? Women are probably just not even gonna give a shit because that has no effect on them. What other women do, especially if you can't take my man, so I don't give a fuck. You're like
the most they will get is just hating ass with other women talking smack about them.
Yeah, oh man, you have to hurt their feelings or something.
That's it. Versus gay, again, a gay dude. I agree with you. I feel like
bring violence to that man.
They are under more scrutiny compared to a lesbian woman.
Like more acceptable. Maybe it comes down to one being more acceptable than the other.
That is literally it. That's it. Like socially, people are more okay with two women. Like you can put two women kissing on the screen, and you'll hear a whole bunch of cherries and whatever.
Yeah,
you put two gay dudes on the screen kissing.
Not 100%.
Like, oh my, no.
I wouldn't say 100% acceptable, but it's more acceptable to a point. Because like you said, like in your example before, when you was talking about the a woman coming out as bisexual to him, a dude will look at it and be like, oh well, I'm just trying to have a threesome. I'm trying to get in between that. So two women is okay, but you don't ever want to see two dudes. And that's why, in a sense, if a dude comes out as bisexual, it's going to be a whole lot worse for him in the long run, as opposed to a woman doing the same thing.
Yeah, a woman that's bisexual is attractive. That's like, oh, you're bisexual. Yeah. That's cool.
Because a woman ain't trying to have, a woman ain't trying to have a threesome with two dudes. You know, that's a train at that point. That's some people's eyes.
And some women definitely want to have sex with two dudes at the same time.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying, like, so
they don't want to watch them have sex. They want both of them to have sex with her. They want all the focus to be on her. Not she don't want to walk into the room and them two niggas is making out. She's like, what the fuck? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how am I here? Like,
she's like, what y'all doing? Like, oh, so we just got started without you. I hope you don't mind.
She's like, I guarantee you she'll run out that room. You got, unless she's a freakiest freak.
Well, not only run out that whole room, she will destroy that house. Yeah. They'll be lucky they make it out there without that thing burning down.
Well, she might destroy those two men too. She might destroy their social life.
Imagine if that was her boyfriend. Imagine the boyfriend and the best friends like they managed to talk her into having a threesome. Like it's like, you know, some dudes is okay with that. Imagine her walking to the room. She's like, oh, let me go to the bathroom, come back. Imagine she come back to the room and her boyfriend is making out with his best friend. She will cut both of them in that room. Yo, there'll be blood all over.
And if she doesn't do that right then, and she's like, okay, whatever, puts on the front, it's always gonna be in her mind that anytime they hang out, he's more attracted to him right now.
It's gonna be like an episode of Black Mirror when the two friends is playing games with each other.
Oh my god,
I never seen that.
Yo,
oh, you ain't seen that episode?
That was a trip. That was a mind trip, man. You gotta watch Black Mirror. You gotta watch. What was that last
season? I was like, yo, that's wild. It was the
first
episode of the last season.
Season 4.
Okay, it's the last season that just came out. The first episode, I want to say.
Before Bandersnatch. Not the Bandersnatch.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't watch the Bandersnatch.
That was actually pretty good with the whole Bandersnatch thing. That was dope.
Bandersnatch.
But yeah, that episode was wild.
Let's get the footage in the Bandersnatch.
It is.
Gryffindors.
Like, get down to them. Like, I'm not even going to ruin that for you, man. I'm not even going to
ruin it. I'm probably still watching it.
Nah, watch it.
So, they're best friends who go inside this virtual reality world to live together. And his friend's the girl, and he's the guy. And
wait. It's a virtual reality video game, a fighting game.
Yeah, that's what I said. The virtual reality world, they go in there, and basically they start getting undressed and living together and fucking inside the video game. And then when they're outside the regular, they're just cool, I guess. And he spends time with his wife. Yeah. But like once a year, he ends up going over there with him.
What the fuck?
Into the game. Into the game. You gotta just watch it just for the the conclusion, I guess.
But the graphics is amazing in that game, man. The graphics is amazing.
Yeah. Son, the conclusion had me dying, yo. But
Black Mirror's always been like that, man.
This nigga was like, you just gotta watch it, yo, because it's like, oh man, it's good.
It's a mind trip. I like it.
It's definitely a mind trip, yo. Because it makes you. Just watch it, then we're gonna have a discussion on it.
Yeah.
Maybe I should go back and do a review of that episode.
We should.
Yeah, we should. Cause
I'll rewatch it. I'll rewatch it for the pod, man. I'll do it.
A Black Mirror review coming soon.
But all the Black Mirror episodes, or majority of them, are good, man. You gotta watch all the seasons. Watch the episode first, then go watch all the seasons.
Yeah, because they all are. Yeah. We should do a Black Mirror inside the pocket on Black Mirror.
We should, man.
Because actually, they got some good topics on Black Mirror itself. So
yeah.
I didn't want
you guys.
I know
you guys see that one with the hacker? Screwface. You seen the one with the hacker?
Yeah.
Yeah,
When he was sending everybody on the goose chase thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, what?
Yeah.
What?
That's
no. Listen, that's why I put a tape on my laptop. To this day, I ain't playing no games with that. I ain't playing no games with that.
Yeah.
But now that's an older season. But yeah, like I said, each episode of that joint is based on a really good topic. So we could honestly inside the pocket on each episode, and we'd be talking for days. Just
real quick, not including the Bandersnatch and after, not including the Bandersnatch and after. What's your favorite episode?
Mm-hmm.
I know what I know what the best episode is in my opinion.
The one with the social media. That was my favorite one.
Oh, that was good.
With Clint, I think it's Clint.
The points when you get social points.
Yeah, that one. Yeah. That one was my favorite because that one actually ended up happening in real life in China in a way.
Yeah.
So that one, and it still kind of rings true even to this day, where your social points on social media will kind of dictate where you are in life. And it's like by the end of it, you meet some folks who kind of buck the system and they're just like, yo, I don't give two shits about that shit no more. And once I stopped giving a shit about it, I started to live my life the way I wanted to live it. Yep. So that one was really good. But I mean, I didn't really, and something by fire, the one with the military dude, because that one was wild. That was crazy.
Yeah. With the robot, they were like brainwashed military. The black dude was like brainwashed.
Yeah, to believe that the other dudes was like real evil monsters, but they were really just regular people.
Is that the same one with the dog, the robot dog that chased them? Was that the same?
Nah, that's a different one.
Okay. What about you, Spider-Man?
The hacker is one of my top ones. I'm not gonna lie, that is one of my top ones. But that shit just had me so paranoid. Like he said, putting the tape on your laptop after that. Like that shit.
I've been doing that
to the real world.
Snowden was in there.
It's not that I'm doing creep shit, but I just never had those thoughts about like, yo, I'm being watched, and who else is seeing my messages and what I'm looking at. Like
somebody your camera. You might.
Like that thing was just such a mind trip to me. And the other one, even though I'm not like a big Star Trek fan, the episode where he had like clones of all the people he worked with inside the
torturing them.
Shit. Yeah, torturing them inside that, killing them and bringing them back to life, killing them, bringing them back to life. And then the ending was like awesome too. So, so those two would probably be my top ones.
Okay.
Because it just makes you look at, because that one made me actually think about life and shit and be like, yo, what do you consider life? Are these people truly here? Like, it's like a whole bunch of thoughts that start jumping into my head. And like, I like, don't get me wrong, I like all episodes, but those would be my most standout ones because they caused me to think the most.
Yeah, because I remember, that Star Wars, because at the end he got stopped by that chick, I think, or somebody stopped him at the end, and he got caught putting his own shit. Yeah,
yeah.
So, all right, since you guys both chose two, do you guys remember the episode when I don't know if it was Miley Cyrus episode or some shit, and when they took maybe it was before that, it was before the Miley Cyrus episode, somebody took their brain, he died, but he put all the data from his brain into the robot body that's still inside the chip, or inside some like robot thing. That shit was crazy, because like, I mean, it's not exactly cloning, but you took your whole entire life and put it inside this robot to be tortured almost inside this little machine or whatever. I thought that shit was crazy.
Yeah,
you know what that kind of reminded me of?
That's the White Christmas episode.
Yeah, I remember being John Malkovich.
Yeah. Yep.
It kind of reminds me of that.
Just like that, yeah. But I don't even think that, to me, that's like second best. The best episode, the top tier best episode of Black Mirror. I think it was in either the second, because the season's only like 4 episodes or some shit, or 5 episodes. Yeah. I can't remember if it was the first or second season, but the episode with the dude who's on the bike, everybody's on those bikes, and they just ride the bikes, right?
Oh, yeah.
And then the girl, he's like every time something will pop up, it'd be like an advertisement. Oh, sex, I don't want it. Oh, watch the show, I don't want to watch it. He keeps doing that. He's like, fuck. And he keeps building up his points or whatever. And his life is mad boring. You know what I'm saying? And it's just mundane. And then he meets that chick to change his life, shows him how to do the thing with the machine and kind of get free food out of it. Yeah. And then the girl that he fell in love with, or the girl that he didn't like, the girl that liked him showed him how to do that. And then he ignored her and then went after the girl who wanted to be a singer or whatever. And he showed her and fell in love with her, gave her all his points to make her get on like that show that's like American Idol. And like it's like the black dude and the guy, the British guy, oh, you're no good, you're this. And he's like, I'm not impressed, like all that shit, it would be all that. And he finally got enough money to get her there. She completely forgot about him and fucking went up there, and she ended up going on TV, and then she ended up on the sex shit. She ended up doing the sex shit because she couldn't make it as a singer. And then and then he's basically broken and all that shit.
So he ended up watching all her stuff.
I think he watched it, but he ended up getting mad and throwing something, breaking the screen, and then he just started hunkering down. He's like, I'm about to grind it out. And same dude from Get Out, the black dude from Get Out. He's riding the bike.
That's why I first seen him out.
Yeah, and when he got mad at seeing the girl have sex on the camera, he threw the thing and broke the glass. He took a piece of glass and hit it, and then he kept working to get all his points up and got on the show. Yeah. And then he's like, he put the glass to his throat and started talking some real shit. Like, this is bullshit. You guys have us working, and I like our lives ain't worth shit. What am I worth? He's crying, spilling his whole heart and all that shit. He's like, this is bullshit. You took that girl away from you, hurt me, but you don't give a fuck. And then all the viewership kept going. People always touched by it. because his raw emotion and his reality,
yeah,
fake ass world.
He ended up,
he ended up, and he saved a piece of glass so little. Whenever he does his show, it's like basically like the whole, like when conservatives be going on TV, this is bullshit. America's not full of patriots no more, and all that shit. All those talk radio shits. He ended up doing that type of shit, and then that's his glass piece. And then he worked so hard to just get a window. He can see outside, and he's not locked in the walls no more. All he's just advertisement. It's basically, it's like it says a whole lot about society, how we're trapped in our mundane job, and we just on that wheel, and we get bombarded with advertisements and a lot of shit. And the women and you might fall in love with somebody, and then they just use you. It's like everything you experience in like a first world country or oppressive country or whatever that like just tells you how to act, how to be. And then they even when you're being real with yourself, they find a way to monetize that, and you sell your soul, even though you go through all that. In the end, you still end up selling your soul just to get out of that hole, to get
a window. Yeah.
So that shit, to me, was my favorite.
You not even see the hole; you just get a little window. Yo, that was a good one, man.
I be trying to tell folks Black Mirror is that shit. Yeah. They be dropping some gems that kind of make you think. It makes you think if you want to think. If you don't want to think, you just look at it as entertainment.
It's that meme, that black dude that's just like that.
Yeah, man. I'm saying, man, I've been woke, man. I can't remember the day I went to sleep. So one motherfucker's talking about, oh, I'm woke. I'm like, what? Motherfucker, I ain't never slept.
You just not waking up? Nigga, I've been up.
Like, y'all niggas just waking up? I've been up.
You woke now? What? That's why I am an alpha. Alpha. We all alphas.
Yeah, I'm a male.
Kappa male here.
Kappa,
because all I do is cap, nigga.
There's only two gamma males that exist in reality. That's me and Incredible Hulk. Gamma males.
I say two Kappa males right here. Sir Kappa lot. But like, yeah, I'm an alpha male. Well, shit, me, I'm a Kappa male because all I do is cap, bro. Nobody don't believe a word of my life.
That's a Kappa lot.
Yeah, okay. You all go to the shaped round table or square table. Welcome to Kappa lot.
Yes, my name is Sir Alpha, Sir Gamma, Sir Kappa.
Full of shit.
So full of shit.
Excuse me, I gotta go and use the bathroom.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh shit.
Oh god, good shit. Hell yeah. All
right, what's the next topic?
Next topic. Real quick, do you guys see a commercial for the movie Green Knight? Since we're talking about Camelot and knights and shit, nah? You have seen that commercial for Green Knight? Alright. Yeah, alright, so child support. Child support. I know that's
child support.
I know there's a whole bunch of people triggered right now. You know that get hit on the head with that child support. I'm gonna pull my shirt over my head and lay that shit into me like, oh shit, oh good. That's child support. Ass. Hold it down.
18 years, got a baby by you. She got you for 18 years.
18 years and one of your kids? Yeah. And you tied to her for 18 years. And you
tied for the rest of your life.
Pretty much.
So what are we talking about when we talk about child support, man? What is we getting at? What's the nitty-gritty?
I'd rather just rant on the word. You know, the word carries so much weight. We can talk shit about the word all day. Child support, child. But anyways, should a man have to pay child support if he did not consent to wanting to have that child? What I'm trying to say is that if a man and a woman lay down and she gets pregnant, and she wants to keep it. You know what I'm saying? It's her body, her choice, whatever they want to do. And the man's like, oh, I want to have an abortion. I don't want to have that kid. I'm not ready to take care of that kid. That kid comes into this world. I'm not prepared. I think the grown-up thing to do is motherfucking, you know what I'm saying, get the abortion. Even though, let's say he did everything right. Wore condom, the condom broke. He nutted inside her. And, you know what I'm saying, he tried to do everything he could do, but it still happened, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, look, I cannot have this kid it's gonna ruin me and it's gonna ruin you because I'm not gonna be there to help out. And that kid's gonna come up and he's gonna rob my neighbor. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's not do this. So, and she's still like, no, I'm having a kid. So she made the decision, right? And he's like, bro, I don't want to have this kid. You can't have a kid without me. You can't just have a baby pop up inside you. You know what I'm saying? What are they? When I was watching this video, it's like the girl's like, oh, we carry babies inside of us, and dude's like, I carry 1 million babies inside of me. I got 1 million babies.
Hey, that's why I try to tell people: life starts with the man, not the woman. They carry
you just a holding cell.
I am carrying things that actually move. That's alive.
When
they go inside you,
I don't think that's how biology works, but okay.
That's how it works, man.
I mean, but they can't. Women can't have.
That's how
biology works. Biology does whatever the fuck biology wants. Because the male seahorse, that nigga be shooting babies out of his stomach. You know what I'm saying? Biology does whatever makes sense at the time. If girls getting pregnant don't make no sense no more, nigga, men about to start growing wombs. You know what I'm saying? And niggas about to just be asexual like muscles.
Hey, listen, there's a type of lizard that is only female. There's no male lizard. And they reproduce asexually. So I'm just put that out there real quick.
But we not lizards though. Okay, listen.
Exactly. But as I'm saying, that's not how biology works, all right?
University of
biology
Walnut
does whatever
Street.
biology wants to
do. I went to the University of Walnut and Wood Street.
That's not the best university, all right?
The logic tells
you gonna play
me.
CeeLo with us out here at the bodega? You about to play CeeLo with us? Come on, yo. I gotta go to school.
My university, my hood university tells me life starts with the man. With all the little sperms swimming around inside my nut sacks. Okay? That's where life starts. Scrotum. You gotta roll the R's to be fancy and show you're educated.
Steve, I just feel his nuts to his thigh.
Okay.
I just feel like we both need each other, is what I'm trying to say. Like, we can't say it starts with either one.
But the woman's womb
the
just holds an egg. The woman holds an egg.
Man with a womb. The woman.
Man.
Holds the egg. There's no life in that egg. Until the living sperm goes inside the egg, as you can see from the diagram of my hand, goes inside the egg.
It's literally an empty apartment.
Until that happens, that is when life comes. That's when the sperm is able to grow inside the egg. The sperm grows inside the egg. It grabs nutrients from the egg and develops in the egg into a child.
You understand that in the future, they're developing this right now. A robot that you stick your dick in, and it has a fucking compartment to hold the baby in.
I'm saying, I want to see somebody who will create sperm and create sperm.
They can, but you can't create it.
You can create a catalyst. You can create a catalyst for the womb.
And it incubates it. It creates your baby inside the machine. You know how many wealthy men are gonna fuck the shit out those machines so they can and not have to pay a woman a single dime? You understand how many wealthy dudes will choose to carry on their genetics without a woman? And not only that, they're gonna be able to have their genetics do whatever they want. And women are gonna have to go to the sperm bank still. You know what I'm saying? Men ain't going to, there's not gonna be no more trapping. Nigga, I'll come in like 100 jars, put that shit in the fridge and get a vasectomy. And then fucking whenever I'm ready to have nigga, Tuesday, Wednesday, just like fucking the Adams family, my son.
But you gotta make sure you're doing it while you're in your prime. Do it while you're in your prime.
It don't matter for men. As long as you're in shape. You could be 50 years old in shape. Make sure you're not smoking weed for like a week and your sperm count is high and strong. You're eating pineapples and vegetables and shit. And make sure you work out, sweat out all the impurities, then go come in a jar, put it in the freezer, come back and do what you need to do. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
I haven't smoked weed in a week, so I might do that.
There's like three, you have 3 sperms swimming around it. It's like, yo, you think we're gonna make it?
Them niggas coming out, them niggas gonna walk out. They gonna be like, ah, shit, damn, by the time that nigga start smoking, shit.
No, where everybody at?
They gonna pass a nigga like, rest in peace to my homies.
But to get back to the topic, to answer the question, I do not believe in child support. I don't think a man should be mandated to pay child support. I don't.
So All right, so if
I feel like.
Yeah, go ahead.
Nah, I feel like the man should have the same choice. Her body, her rules. I'm 100% fine with that. Okay, I have my choice too, where I'm like, am I going to support this life? Am I going to do that? Because this is my money, my rules, my life, my rules. Okay. Granted, the honorable thing to do is to take care of that child. But if I choose not to, then I should not be like mandated to take care of this child. And I feel like if they implement this, then in turn, women will be making better decisions about who they choose to mess with. They will. And this isn't to take men off the hook neither. This is still, you got to educate men about having children. That is a shitty ass thing to do, to not take care of your child. But the man should still, at the very least, have that choice whether or not he wants to take care of that child. Whether he wants to actually play an active role, or if he does want to just pay for that child.
But see,
or if he just doesn't want to.
The only thing I got a problem with what you're saying, right? Because those, to me, that the ending part you said about, oh, you gotta educate men. I feel like that's an old talking point, because like we already see.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Only a handful of men are getting women pregnant. Most men already understand this. So when you keep saying men, it's a small, like, look.
But
one nigga that keeps getting all the women pregnant, because most men don't. At least when I say black, I'll say black men. You know, because we black men here. Mm-hmm. Most black men do not have kids. I keep telling y'all that. Most black men do not have kids.
But that's the one that they stereotype and push out there.
But that's why even that talking point is so detrimental. Because
no, that's what I'm saying.
We all of us is out here fucking chicks.
It's not all black men that's doing that, but I'm saying you still educate them on it. But you still, but I didn't finish, because you still need to educate the women also. And that's why I said the women will start making better choices about who they're gonna lay with. So you're educating the men and the women. If a woman now knows just because she's sleeping with an NBA baller, don't mean she's gonna get a paycheck now. Is all these women still gonna be doing all this? I'm pretty sure some of them still gonna be crushing the dude, trying to get married to him, get to the funds. But will they be trying to get pregnant by him still, right off her, just to get the money and not be with the dude? They're literally there for a paycheck, is what some of these women are looking for. And to cut that down, you're not gonna get the paycheck for just sleeping with somebody. You're not just for getting pregnant by them. You're not gonna get that paycheck no more. You're gonna have to figure out how to do it. And I also believe that the court shouldn't be so biased against men when it comes to custody of the children either. Like, that dude wants to play an active role, let that man give him the same fair chance to get them children. Don't just automatically side with the mother and give her the children.
I gotta say, for me personally, situational, I guess, a lot of gray area. Because if it's a case of, if y'all had the conversation before having sex, I mean, then damn, even still, then I guess.
You can have the conversation before sex, and like DRV said, man, like, use contraceptives. Them shits don't always work.
That's what I'm saying. It's just, if she's telling you beforehand she don't believe in abortions and all this good stuff, you still running the risk, because, I mean, you made the point, contraceptives don't always work. Pull-out method don't always work. There's still a very good chance you're gonna get that woman pregnant. So, I mean, as a man, that's on you at that point. Like, if you decide to have sex with that woman, even though she told you she gonna have that kid, you stuck, you hit. Now, if it happens that if y'all didn't have that conversation and then she ends up getting pregnant, and then y'all have a conversation at that point where it's like, oh, what we gonna do with this child? We're gonna either raise it, we're gonna have, what we gonna do? Then okay, then yes, I mean, I guess, yeah, maybe he should be allowed to opt out if he wants to, because I mean, I've seen a situation where a young lady told a dude he didn't want the kid, like she didn't want the kid. He pressed her, hey, I want you to have this kid. She was like, cool, bet, but I'm signing away my rights and I'll pay child support, whatever, but I don't want nothing to do with this kid. Then, in a situation like that, Buddy Boy can't be mad because she told you she didn't want the kid. She told you right there, and she don't want it. And now he mad because he getting the child support. Don't get me wrong, she pays child support to him, just so we understand. A woman is paying child support to a man. That happens once in a while, don't worry. But my man's is mad because she ain't there in the child's life. But so I mean, and the roles are usually reversed, where it's, the man has to pay child support but doesn't want to be in the child's life. And I mean, you can't be mad at that point, because it's like that's why I say it's situational, because sometimes each person's situation is different.
Bro.
And if
she didn't want to have the kid, she still had the kid and gave it away to her. That's how I feel like she has that right to not pay child support if she didn't want to take care of that child. And she already said she doesn't want to be in the life. He can get mad all he wants. That's all right to not be in that child's life still.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, especially if you pressure that person to have a kid.
Yes.
So I mean, if like I said, the situation is reversed, and it's like the woman is like, I'm gung ho on having this child, but he's like, nah. Then it's like, should he be forced to, pay child support? I mean,
he should.
Of course, the courts are going to say yes, but I mean, a part of me is just like, nah, not really, because he said he don't want it. But like I said, it's situational. Because did he wear like a condom or something, and then did it break, and then she got pregnant? Did
don't matter.
This? But then that's why I say, be careful who you having sex with. That's why I brought. That's why I brought up the first point of, if y'all had this conversation beforehand. If you out here just raw dogging or just fucking anything,
like if you over here saying yes, I want the child and everything, and she's on board with it, and she says okay, then yeah, you should man up and honor your word and be like, yo, I'm gonna take care of this child. But he should still have the choice. That should still be his choice.
You're talking about it, not to cut you off now like that, but in the case that you're talking about, realistically, I don't think I've ever was about to have sex with a girl, or like a girl that I'm not in a straight up relationship with, that I'm having sex with. I've never straight up asked her, like, before we had sex, yo, do you believe in abortion? Like, I don't know if I don't know if that conversation ever comes up.
That's what I'm saying. Folks got to start having those conversations before start saying, I ain't gonna do this and I ain't gonna do that. Because I mean, I know for a fact I done seen enough niggas go through these child support nonsense and baby mama drama that I ain't trying to have no kids with just anybody. And I mean, if one person, and I'm not the only person that does this shit. Like, I'm sure there's a lot of women and men who go about life this way. So I mean, that's why me personally, I ain't got no sympathy for men or women in that situation. Because I mean, when you lay, I'm dead ass, yo. I ain't got no sympathy. Like, it's like, yo, y'all grown. Because at that point, it's like y'all two laid down to do some grown folks business. So if y'all ain't willing to have grown folks conversations before or after, what you got to complain about?
But the thing is, you did the deed, and now it's time to have the grown folks conversation about the child. But then, for it to be a conversation, both people got to have equal input. The man doesn't have the equal input with what the woman does, though.
Nigga,
that's where I'm having the issue. So if I can't have no input with this conversation about this child now, after the deed's done, that's not a grown conversation. That is her conversation. That is her saying whatever the hell she wants. And then after that, I still get no choice in supporting the child neither. That is the court's choice, and that's her choice.
And that's all about. I think that comes down to, not to cut you off, my bad, but I just want to say that I think that comes down to fixing the system itself, because there is a lot of situations, like every state is different, and in certain states, men do have just as much rights as women, and in other states they don't. And so, until you if it's that big of a problem, then I think more men need to just, because women ain't gonna do this ain't a woman's fight, because they benefit from the system. More men need to step up and say, yo, we need to fix the system of child support. Honestly, now we can't just sit back and complain about something we ain't trying to fix. Like, that's the whole thing. And if this is a system we got in place now, then you got to play the system until you're ready to change it, or until you're ready to do something about it. Play the hand you dealt. And the system, and we all know the system is geared towards benefiting the woman in the situation of child support more than the man. If you're the man, you have to jump through a hell of a lot of hoops to prove certain stuff, to prove you more fit than the mother in a situation, because they benefit from it. So I mean, like I said, should he have to be forced to pay it? personally, I mean, if you're having that conversation, not really, because he already said he don't want it. But it's the system we got in place now that's going to say, hey, I don't give a fuck what you think, you paying.
Yeah.
So it's like, now go ahead.
That's where the problem lies. And I go back to saying, you say men have to get together and change something. You will never have that amount of men to do that because women choose men to have. They choose the best they could get to have sex with. There's a whole lot of men out here that are not having sex, not having kids, not getting attention from women, not being able to have a say in having the sexual life at all. So the few men that end up having kids, there's not enough of them to go through that because they're still the ones that do want to have kids. They get married, have a normal life, have kids, they're happy with what they got. That portion's over there. And then you got the even smaller portion that get these women pregnant and they don't want it. They don't want this and they don't want that. You will never get a whole collective together because there's a whole bunch of men. Like I just said, I don't got sympathy for you. You niggas out here fucking and you niggas fuck up. And now y'all complaining about child support and this. I can't even get pussy. Why the hell you don't have any sympathy for any of this shit? Nigga, fuck you. I hope your life is ruined, like type of shit. Not saying that's how I feel, but like there's a group of men that like, yo, y'all complaining about child support, nigga. I can't even get my foot in the door. And you having mad kids and complaining about, damn, child support hitting me in the head, busting me in the head. I ain't got no money. Nigga, I can't get shit. But a woman chose you 4 times.
Multiple
you got
with
4 baby mamas. You know what I'm saying? And you want me to sympathy for you? Nigga, buy a Plan B pill. Get the fuck out my face.
In that situation, I definitely don't have no sympathy. I mean, I got more sympathy for a nigga with multiple kids but 1 baby mama. If you have multiple kids but 1 baby mama, then I ain't got no. Then I got more sympathy for you because maybe y'all were married. Maybe y'all did have a long lasting relationship. That's different to me. But if you a nigga that's got multiple kids from multiple different women, then my nigga, that is on you. That is on you at that point.
These kids got the same daddy. Yeah. Like this kid's from the north side of town. This kid's from the east side of town. This kid's from over by the mall.
I don't even know where your daddy from. Met him down on spring break in Miami. Like
yeah, exactly. I go to Miami and I go to a bar and I'm at the bar and I'm like, oh, that chick looks cute. And I'm over there talking to her and shit. And then my boy walks by, is like, looks at me and gives me a dirty look. And then I look at the girl, I look in the mirror, I see she looks like me. I'm like, she got my face. I'm sitting here talking to my sister. I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, is your daddy got it so-and-so? I'm like, oh shit, this is my, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, yo, a lot of men ain't getting that attention. So, and the ones that like actually try to get, they work on themselves and get, they manage to get girls and shit like that. Like they usually are prepared for that type of shit. Like I said, if I'm not inside a chick, I'm not leaving it up. If I'm not inside a chick, I asked before we had sex, you can take birth control? You know what I'm saying? She says yes, okay. I wear a condom, shit, or she's taking a pill. I watched the girl take a pill in front of me. You know what I'm saying? When she was on the pill, I watched her put the pill in her mouth, drink the water, that shit go down her throat. You know what I'm saying?
She cheeked that shit. You didn't know. You didn't know she cheeked it. I see inmates do this all the time. She thought I was on the pill.
Don't say that.
She's like, nigga, you fuck.
That shit will keep niggas up at night, bro. Like, but like, yo, if I'm not inside that shit, bro, like, I'm getting that Plan B, bro. We can't and what you saying about the whole, like, you need documentation. They should have documentation that I have told this woman that I reject the fact that she wants to have the kid. I do not consent to her having this kid. She had this kid on her own volition.
You know what? Everybody needs to start signing contracts and prenups and shit just for your boyfriend and girlfriend relationships.
You won't have to.
Because like right now, the only surefire way that I'm hearing works is abstinence. Just don't have sex at all. Just don't. If you don't want to deal with it, just don't have sex.
Don't have sex with somebody you don't want to have a kid with, honestly. Or because honestly, there's a lot of women out there that don't want kids. There's a lot of women that believe in abortion. They take contraceptives. They either have their tubes tied or uterus removed. All this stuff. There's a lot of women out there that do that shit. So if you don't want a kid, mess with those women. But it's like niggas be choosing women that they know want kids, and it's like
extremely fertile women
and extremely fertile ones at that. So it's like, yo, what you expect? At that point, what you expect is what I want to know. That's why I say I got
Well,
no
bro,
sympathy.
who truly going through like a woman's whole health history with them for all
But
this?
that's what I'm saying. You gotta have these. That's an adult
And
conversation ahead.
you can,
If
but
all you
even
looking
if
for
you
is some pussy,
listen,
then
you
just
have
want
this adult conversation. You choose one of these women who's on the pill religiously. She still gets pregnant. You don't want a child. She don't want a child. She has a child though, anyway, because she doesn't want to have an abortion, right?
An abortion.
That was her choice because she don't want to have an abortion. You've already had this conversation. She was on the pills and everything. The baby's born. What's happening next? Because you don't want a child. You coming out your pocket still.
How
You
she
still
telling
coming
me?
out your pocket.
How she telling me she don't want no kids, but don't believe in abortion at that point?
I don't know because
I would have to know, like, hey, shit. Because me personally, I know shit happens. So it's like, hey, do you believe in abortions? No. Hey, then I mean, we ain't doing this because ain't no way in hell you about to try my.
You got to be filled up with spermicide. Shit.
Hey, shit. I have blue balls. That's fine.
Nigga, I don't know about that.
I'd rather have blue balls than to be strapped for 18 years. I'd rather have blue balls than be strapped for 18 years. So it ain't that serious to me. But I mean,
well,
some
what
niggas
I'm
think
getting at, even with all that, the baby's there. You didn't want this child whatsoever, but she still gets pregnant.
And that's irresponsible. If you know that this nigga does not
irresponsibility all that, yeah.
You can't raise this child. If you raise this child, there's going to be something lacking in that child. And I'm telling you, if your son rolls up on me trying to rob me because he ain't got a daddy in life, bro, yo. I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, that man will get a hole straight through him. I'm telling you, I'll put a hole in the man for messing with coach. Like I'm telling you, like nah, like you're not about to give me all your money. Like where's your daddy? Like, nah.
Okay, let's tweak it a little bit. That's precision tweaking. All right. So a woman has a child already. And you're there with her for a good 10 years. Should you have to pay child support after your birth?
No.
Nope.
I wish I might.
They could try.
Because that's what happened to some people. This is going into the child support again, where it's unjust to men. It does happen. It does.
That's legit. I think there's laws. I think California. It's like if you live with a woman for a certain amount of time, even if the kids are yours or not, and you live there for a certain amount of time, you guys break up, you're liable to still support that child, even if the daddy's still alive. Even that nigga could be sitting over there chilling, doing the whole thing under the fucking Golden Gate Bridge and shit, and you over here, god damn, like you'll say like, bro, you just gonna be sitting there paying. This man is out here having sex with everybody. Shit, might be talking to your new girlfriend. You know what I'm saying? Your new girlfriend goes out, and that nigga's trying to fuck your girl, and you paying for his kids. Imagine that. Imagine your new girlfriend cheats on you with the nigga. With the girl, the baby
you paying child support for some other,
bro, get out of here.
Nah. See, it's a good thing you told me that, because now I'm like, nah, you're living with me.
We're not moving to California. We're not going to California.
I'm moving to California. She ain't living with me.
I want to say, I believe Virginia is one too. I believe Virginia and Pennsylvania has that same thing too.
Yeah,
that sucks. That sucks. Don't quit on me.
That's for niggas that live in Virginia and Pennsylvania. Goddamn.
Hey man, because I used to live in PA and I've driven through Virginia.
Yeah, I've been to Virginia Beach a couple times. Shit, I don't live there.
Virginia Beach is nice, man. It is nice out there.
It's a nice place.
It is. I don't live there.
Thank God. You know what I'm saying? Smiling out here.
Yeah, they wilding out there, for real.
Yeah, you guys ever seen the Virginia flag? Have you ever seen the Virginia flag?
Nah.
It's a nigga standing up with a spear. And a nigga, he's standing on top of the dude with his foot on the dude's chest, and a crown hanging off to the side. So basically, the Virginia flag is a nigga who murdered a king, and it has his foot on top of him. Like we kill monarchs here. It's legit a flag that like, it's legit a flag of a nigga standing on top of another nigga who was a kid. And you see the niggas crying on the ground and shit like that. I was told by a friend that there was like a ceremony where the queen from England came or some shit, and you gotta lower your flags for her. Like the states were lowering their flags for her, some wild shit. Then they got to the Virginia flag. They're like, how come you guys ain't lowering that flag? They're like, you must not understand. You must not see what's on this flag. You know what I'm saying? You must not see what's on this shit.
We don't play that.
Yeah, we don't play that shit. You see that nigga who's dead? The nigga with the crown, that nigga's body. You know what I'm saying? We don't play that shit out here in Virginia. Nah. You know what I'm saying? So,
the queen just rolled through.
I go up
niggas in Virginia had a bogey in their mouth, like,
we ain't
doing that right here.
You see this pistol on my hip? That shit was $300. I don't gotta go do no pistol. You know what I'm saying? I could be wild as fuck. I go to Walmart, I buy this shit. Leave that shit. I go anywhere. I don't need no weight. I ain't gotta wait no 3 days.
You're like, I don't put the safety on my shit.
Right?
That's the only safety I need right here. This is my safety.
Right? This is the only muzzle discipline I need. Yeah, that should give you a mindset.
She's like, oh, you best don't get now.
I'll let you know what the mindset of Virginia is. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck around if you want to. But yeah, that's fucked up.
So y'all don't believe in paying child support for somebody else's child if y'all in the relationship. So you taking care of that child ends when the relationship ends.
Yeah, no, you shouldn't.
I don't feel like you should be obligated.
Yeah.
Okay. Because if I feel like I had a good relationship with that child, and then he still wants to like keep in contact with me, then cool.
Yeah.
But nah, paying for it, no. Because what if the next nigga come around? Then he going. And what if like the Ivy said, what if the dad is still alive? Then it's like, why am I paying child support?
That nigga trying to fuck my girl, and I'm paying for his kid? Nah.
Well, he's not trying. He did smash. So smashed before you. So he's not trying.
He smashed my girl.
I mean, he already got the kids. So.
Oh wait, no, my new girl.
Oh,
no, that's a new girl.
Yeah, like he's having my new girlfriend.
So
nigga, I'm gonna tell his son, my nigga, look, either I would shoot your daddy or you gonna shoot your daddy. Somebody, you getting clapped. So I'm gonna give you this pistol, and you open that back door to the house when you get in there, or you put a bullet in that man while he's in the back. He ain't surviving this weekend. We conspiring to get rid of that nigga tonight. And then I'll hold you down for 18 years. Don't worry about it. I'll hold you down. Don't worry about it.
He's like, then you definitely gonna get your child support at that point.
Mom's definitely gonna get that child support. All you gotta do is keep that back door open. But yeah, niggas ain't going for that. Ain't nobody going for paying for somebody.
Yeah, nah.
And that nigga's still alive.
Yeah, I'm about to say the only way I'm doing that shit is maybe if he's dead. But
yeah, and how good the relationship with me and the child is. You know what I'm saying? And at that point, I'll be more of a mentor. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And make sure that he's doing good.
Right.
Like I said, ain't shit to call a nigga on their birthday, like, hey, how you doing? Whatever. That ain't nothing. But you forcing me to come
like pay and stuff?
Yeah.
Nah.
So how much would it depend also on how you and the mother ended the relationship? How much you're in the child's life?
I mean, I'm still not paying. I'm still not paying.
Yeah, we could have been.
But
cool.
I'll still be with that child. We could be cool. Because like I said, she could take away. Because okay, let's say I had a good relationship with the kid, right?
Yeah.
And he may not call me dad, but everything is like we really bond with each other.
Yeah.
But then the relationship fails. She has every right to not let me see that child no more.
Yeah.
Do that.
Because it's not my kid. My name ain't on the birth certificate.
No, you can.
Yeah.
So then running with that same logic, why should I have to pay child support at that point? My name ain't on the birth certificate.
There you go.
Yeah. I didn't father that child. Yeah.
But it's the same thing.
It's like I said, it's like DIV said, I would have no problem being a mentor to that kid either. Like if he wants me to, let's say we still live in the same city and he wants me to bring up like basketball practice, sports, whatever.
Yeah.
I ain't got no problem doing that. That's perfectly fine. Like, okay, cool, you know.
Shoot, okay,
so
because I don't, because I want to see kids succeed.
Like that would start moving you into SIP territory where now you're taking care of each other, you're doing all this for the kid.
Nah, because
I'm not doing it for the mom though. If I build a relationship, it's like having a friend who's just it's like having a mentoring somebody younger than me. I'm literally taking like it's like I'm not no if I'm in the neighborhood and I like see some kid having trouble. If I say no relationship, I'll just give you an example. I go to a basketball court every day. I'm shooting around, and every day there's a kid over there on the other hoop shooting when I'm there. And one day he asked me to teach him how to shoot something, and then we start a conversation. And like every day I'm there, he's there. We talk. Yeah. I realized that you know what I'm saying. He don't really got much going on in his life, and he kind of needs direction. It ain't shit for me to be like, bro. And I'm not no fucked up dude. If I know I'm a solid nigga, I'm like, bro, it ain't gonna be nothing. I don't have to be involved with nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Right.
And it's nothing for me to be like, yo, you good today? How you doing? So and so. It's just like me making a friend. It's just like me, like if I could buy a grown ass nigga drinks, you know what I'm saying, when we go out to the bar, or, oh no, I got this one, bro, da da da. Nigga, what is it to me to like, hey, what's up, so and so? How you doing today? You good? Is it your birthday? Or it is? You wanna go to the spot and get a slice of pizza?
Hey man, you want a Gatorade, man? Hey,
yeah, exactly. I got some Gatorade out here to
yeah. It's not like you're paying. It's not like you're paying her bills or paying his bills. It's like you still trying to be a good figure in his life. Like you said, a mentor. Yeah. You know, an older brother, an uncle, even like who know. You don't know what type of figure, like male figures he got in his life. So maybe you that positive one in his life, and that's all it really
gonna do it. Shit. Oh, maybe some pastors.
Don't ask. No questions.
Don't ask no questions. Where your mama at? Yeah, I know she about to. I gotta go.
I don't pray for you. Nobody. You don't pray. I need to bless your mama right there. She's a broken old boy.
So, hey, have y'all ever seen The Wire? Y'all seen The Wire?
I've seen parts of it. It's like the first 2 seasons.
Yeah, I've seen parts of it too.
Okay, so there's a part of it where this dude that just got out of jail. He used to be an enforcer for like this gang. He went to jail for a little bit, came out of jail. He's a good dude, but he had to like catch a couple bodies and press a couple niggas in jail and shit. He came out of jail.
Regular good dude shit.
Yeah, and then he ended up going to when he got out. He's like, he's not trying to go back to the street shit. He's like, I'm not trying to be no enforcer for nobody. And down the line, he has to find a boxing gym where he goes to the gym and starts teaching kids and all that shit. And the neighborhood, all the kids love him. Like, oh, that's Mr. So-and-so. And this is in the show. Like, oh, that's Mr. So-and-so. He's teaching kids how to box. All the kids love him. And then the kids are going back telling their moms, oh, we got this new trainer, so-and-so. And like, then you see the moms picking up the boys after boxing practice. Like, damn, that nigga look good. All this shit. And he's just like, oh, word. Now I got all the single moms want to fuck with me and shit. So he starts smashing them. He starts smashing the kids' moms. And then it starts getting around the gym in the neighborhood. You ordered that boxing class with Mr. So-and-so, he probably fucking your mama. And then the kid, and that's what the kids. You know what I'm saying? And he had to be the grown ass nigga to be like, I'm not fucking nobody's moms no more because it's hurting these kids that go to this boxing gym. So he took it upon himself to distance himself from all the thirsty ass moms that's trying to like fuck him and shit. He's like, I'm not gonna get involved in that shit. I'm here for these damn kids and shit. And if I'm getting with a chick, it's outside of all this. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit is not doing nothing for these kids. So with that's the kind of example that I'm trying to like say you get at. Like, you can still be that type of nigga and teach these kids without being involved with none of that shit. It's probably the best way to do shit. Like, I'm just all the parents gotta know, or the mom gotta know I'm a good dude. I'm not here to hurt your kids. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And I go off and find a girl from fucking Thailand and say, I go to the Philippines to go get my Filipino wife. You know what I'm saying? To America, I'm not saying that you gotta go to the Philippines. I'm just being exaggerated shit. You know, a real nigga go to the DR. Well, like, but yeah, you just like, you don't have to be fucking the girls like that's right next to you in proximity. It's not even, you don't do that shit. So
right, so you still don't gotta really fuck with the moms or take care of her to really be there for that kid. Even though it ain't your kid. Okay. You just trying to do what's right.
I see what y'all I see what y'all saying, man. I see.
Nigga, I do not again want to get. I don't want to be on my car door and then I look over my shoulder. Fucking six, seven nigga with a knife and no dad about to stab me in my back. I do not want that to happen. So if I can stop him and give him a basketball instead of a fucking butcher knife, then that would be great. You know what I'm saying? Shit. Jason didn't have a daddy. That's why they threw his ass in Camp Crystal Lake, and then his mom was going around killing motherfuckers, and then whatever. So fuck that.
All right, y'all. Final thoughts. Screwface, kick it off.
Man, why did I kick it off? I had to see a black man live.
You gotta kick it off, man.
You gotta use your feet.
Yeah. All right, so my final thoughts is, really should be using morality to profit off of, I'm looking at you mega churches and you some organizations as well. It's not cool because a lot of folks really live and die by the word of the Lord, especially when we talk about churches. A lot of folks really live and die by that shit. So it's like, that's why I really can't mess with, these folks really. And like I said before, there's really good churches out there. There's really good pastors out there who really believe in what they're saying. But I just really don't feel like the ones who are doing it for profit, I feel like they're capping a lot. I feel like it's not what they want. And then, I mean, and be 100% truthful, Maybe, you don't always have to disclose your sexual past, but I mean, in the long run, it might be just best. Just do it off rip, I guess I would have to say, just to not have that headache later on, because you never know how that person is going to react. So although I agree, you don't have to do it, it would just be better to just do it in the long run. And child support, y'all just got to be grown, have grown folks conversations. It might be uncomfortable.
Very uncomfortable.
Do I necessarily believe with the system? In a way, yes, but in a way, no. I'm on the fence. It's circumstantial and situational. But at the same time, do I have a lot of sympathy? Nah, not really. I'm not going to sit here and act like I do. And you shouldn't be obligated to have to pay child support on children that are not yours. That is my word, and I'm sticking to it.
Okay, dramatic pause. I liked it. DIV?
Like we talked about earlier, once you start making boo-boo bread and you get to a point where you go for the Ferrari, your ass needs to be paying taxes because you're too rich. You're getting rich off the word of God. And I'm telling you, when you play with religion like that and you turn this shit into a business when it was always supposed to be a community thing. It was supposed to be a community thing that brought you closer to the Lord. And if people in the community needed help, you can't be out here doing fuck shit. And I'll go back to that Joel Osteen shit. Back when Texas was going through that whole thing, was like flooded. He's in Texas.
Yeah, that flood. Yeah.
He closed out his church so people couldn't get in. And whether or not, I don't know if that was a rumor or that was a legit thing. And he came with some excuse to deflect or whatever later on. Bro, do not play with religion. If you're a man of God, you don't play with religion like that. Don't do nepotism like old dude and his daughter and shit. Fuck the nepotism shit. You know what I'm saying? Take your money, be humble, and go somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Don't be sitting here trying to put your people on and that's it. Because if you can put your daughter on for $1 million, you can turn your daughter into a millionaire. What about all the rest of people in your congregation? You know what I'm saying? The motherfuckers that need blood transfusions and all that shit. Your daughter should not be a fucking millionaire. By my words, your daughter should listen to me. Your daughter should not be no fucking millionaire. Like you doing nepotism in the house of the Lord or the house of the Lord, bro. Do you believe in this shit? It makes me have to question you. So a lot of stuff with the church, like the older I get, the more I gotta question this shit, and the more I look at it, like all these old black people be going to these churches, making these motherfuckers wealthy. Like there's a cap. There should be a cap where you go from being, how are you gonna deliver the word of God in that type of way? Like I don't like it takes me out of what you should the message. It takes the message out. When I see that Ferrari or that fucking Lamborghini, it takes me out of that world. It takes me out of the world of like religion into the world of like, what are you doing? And then you already have stories of crooked pastors, motherfuckers doing the most grimiest shit. Like it's just, I don't like it. And then when you talk about the sexuality of men, you already know, like, if women aren't honest about the bodies that they got, most women aren't going to tell you exactly what their sexual history is. And dudes, if you have sex with a man, unless you don't got no disease or nothing, I'm not telling you not to tell her. Maybe you should be more open or whatever, but don't think you're going to get a good response on some real ass shit, on the realest shit. Don't watch these shows where they're like, oh, I'm tolerant, I'm a woman and I'm tolerant, all this shit. Hey, you can play with it if you want, but on some real shit, hey, you just like how they don't tell you everything, some shit you gotta take to the grave. As long as you clean, you safe, you ain't put her in danger, you better fucking take that shit to the motherfucking grave. You know what I'm saying? Because women are good at taking shit to the grave. Like, there's women that will have kids by another nigga and get with a dude the day they get pregnant and tell that dude and have sex with that dude and quit fast in a hurry, and then be like, oh yeah, you got me pregnant. And the dude's like, oh man, okay, I love you, baby girl, da da da. And then 18 years go by, you calling this kid your son, and then boom, you find out that's not even your kid. There's niggas who got heart attacks because of that. They found out that their kid wasn't even their kid. There was a story like not too long ago, a dude got a heart attack when he found out that kid wasn't his. Apparently, like, it was some other nigga. Like, you heard about that?
Yeah.
So y'all play with it, yo. Yeah. Again, yo, everybody playing games out here, man. So hey, women will take shit to the grave. So you gotta learn how to, like, hey, you can, some things are detrimental to your health. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying lie to your girl, but if you have sex with a man and all that shit, and I'm telling you, women ain't gonna react how you think television ain't gonna be like, oh, it's cool and all that shit. And then with the child support thing, if I, just know to the women, like, if you want to have the kid, but no, it's gonna be rough without this man. And even if you have a good job, even if you have all this, there's nothing in the world that will be able to replace a caring father that wants to be there. There's nothing that can replace that. Because you can even have a child with a dude and he doesn't want it and you still want it. If he's not there, he doesn't want to be involved, bro, you're gonna have some issues. There's nothing that can replace that. And so that's my take on all these topics. Hey, everybody out here, you guys gotta watch and protect your neck. Wu-Tang, whatever.
Protect your neck.
Everybody protect your neck.
Protect your neck. Wu-Tang, motherfucker. So my final thoughts, I'm fully agreeing with everything y'all saying about the mega churches and these crooked pastors, and not only the pastors, people of these nonprofit organizations who abuse their positions to make themselves money and make themselves richer. With all that money, you could, even if your church doesn't need no more help being built, there are still other struggling churches out there who got to do like car washes, fundraisers that you could be giving the money, helping them get on their feet. Like, let's say you don't even want, let's say it's a regular Christian church. Right? Yeah, let's say it's a regular Christian church. Like, love thy neighbor still. Go find another, if there's no other Christian church that you know of, go find the Jewish church. Go find a mosque. A mosque. Go find a Baptist church. Yeah. Help them out, because you're supposed to love each other at the end of the day, and nobody should be able to fail. Because at the end of the day, every religion is teaching people to be good people. They're not teaching hate. They're not teaching all this extra nonsense. They're not. So you should really be helping each other out, opposed to the pastor pulling up in a Ferrari. And like y'all said, man, like, I see that, I start getting checked out. I stopped believing in you at this point. I honestly do. I'm not saying that the pastor needs to be going around being starving and everything. But when you start looking more like you're trying to be a rapper or like one of these celebrities, man, I'm checking out. I don't trust what you're saying no more. I don't feel like you're following the word that you're trying to preach to me. I don't. I still believe in the Bible. I still believe in Jesus. I still believe in all this. I just don't believe in you as a shepherd. I don't.
Yeah, your spiritual connections with God. Not with this man.
God is not telling you to go over there to Tom Cruise's house party on his yacht, eating caviar and shit. Like, God's not telling you that.
Tom Cruise is part of the Scientology church.
You got that is your own ignorance, that is your own vanity, that is your own narcissism that's telling you to do that. So that I'm not believing that, and more than the other things that we mentioned, Black Lives Matter, more than these other things, the churches is what really irks me the most. That is, I don't see what irks me because, like you said, that is not something to play with. That is not something to play with. These are people. Screwface said it. These are people who live, breathe, and die for this. Like, and you've been in this for generations. So.
Look at the Crusades. The world went to whole nations went on crusades to convert motherfuckers. Well, that's what they said, but convert motherfuckers to Christianity, and like they
wars have been fought over this.
Like, and you over here,
so they still fought over this to this day.
Yep, facts. Sexuality. I don't believe anybody, man or woman, has to disclose their previous sexuality. Do I believe it's good? I feel like you should tell them right from the gate. Like when y'all first start talking and getting serious and stuff, you should definitely let them know, hey, this is what it is. Because even though majority of women will not be about that, there's always, like I said, that's why I said 9 out of 10, because there's always that one exception. And that's what you need, is that one exception. You don't want to settle for somebody who you have to hide a part of you from. You don't want that. You want somebody who you like, hey, this is me, this is who I am. I've done it one time, it's not me, or hey, I've done it. I do like to do it, but that's not me fully. I can commit to this relationship where like, hey, once in a while, maybe you like to join it, or once in a while, I need to go do this. There are women out there who will accept you for this. It's not a lot. It is not a lot, but they are there, and that's who you need. Feel like that will be your partner for your relationship. For the last one, child support. Hell no, I ain't paying no child support. You gonna be I ain't paying a damn penny now. I'm good there, no silver dollars, man. Y'all better catch me when you catch me, man.
Nigga.
I ain't paying a single dime. Hell no, child support who? Child support.
You got to send the FBI after my ass.
Yeah. I'm saying there's money in my pocket. You telling me I have to pay, especially if it's like I don't want to be with you. I don't want the child. I let you know this from the jump, and I tried my best to do this, and you still ended up pregnant. Hell no, I ain't paying shit, man. They better lock me up.
Lock me up. Go away.
Cause I'm not about that. I'm not. Like, you're not gonna be forcing me to do shit that I don't believe in. But then again, me personally, I am a stand-up dude though. So if a woman does get pregnant by me and has a child by me, most of the 9 out of 10 times, I would have chosen that woman to have my children. So I would have no issues doing that. But in my younger days, man, if some random broad had got pregnant by me, best believe my name is Rico Esteban.
Orlando. I'm actually from Cuba. I'm Cuban.
My name is Mark Sanchez.
I have a speedboat in
Miami that
I'm going on right now.
You're not gonna legally get a dime from me. And I'll say legally because the court's go ahead and take my money from me illegally because I didn't authorize a single dollar to be taken.
Nigga, I'm a specter, nigga. Just throw that cape on, nigga. Turn around, man. Nigga, I'm throwing down a smoke bomb. All that shit, bro. I'm disappearing.
You know what's gonna help out? Oh, boom. Pocket sand.
Spider-Man and pregnant. Okay.
Oh, that's cool. How much I gotta pay me? I got it right here in my pocket sand.
You want
By the way, Body Barely Broke Pocket Sand. Okay, we got many different variations. Pocket sand.
Brand pocket sand.
We got that pocket sand.
Sprinkle some on your eggs, you know what I'm saying? Like, multi-purpose.
Sprinkle some in your grits for that extra grit.
You know, if the grits ain't getting thrown on you, hot grits ain't getting, you know, men are weak against hot grits. That's a one weakness. You know, sorry, fellas. I let the cat out of the bag. The one weakness of all men is hot grits. You throw hot grits at us, and it will make us weak. It'll hurt us.
He fucking up. So, man, he told all the secrets.
How do you avoid the hot grits? Pakistan.
Yo,
you can't get hit. Pakistan.
Extra strength. You just throw up a wall, Pakistan on the bitch.
You turn it to Gara?
Or crocodile. Shambu.
That should go right through you. You thought?
I told you I'm saying. I'm all saying.
I told you.
Shit.
You thought that shit all you just comes off. You see the sand peel off. Yeah, you thought. That's my protective armor of sand right there. Like, here, Pakistan, shot. Shot.
Oh, God.
Like, Pakistan, shot. Like I said, no jutsu.
Oh, man.
Shit.
But sure, man. Like, hey, those are my final thoughts, man. And with this, like, comment, share, subscribe, man. And put your boys on to some more shit, man. Hit us up if y'all want to get on the show. Y'all know the emailer, that's BillyBrokePodcast@gmail. Hit us up on Instagram. Hit us up on Facebook. Twitter coming soon. We about to be on Patreon and all that other good stuff, so y'all can subscribe and hit us with $5 a month, $10 a month, you know, because y'all pockets deep. We know we got nothing besides ballers watching us and shit. All right, so
our fans are wealthy. I know you guys are handsome. Y'all, and if you're a woman, you're beautiful, smart, intelligent. You have good breath. You have nice hair.
Let's go.
Yeah, you guys are handsome.
Butter them like toast. Butter them. Yeah. Okay. Read that shit.
And all them women talking shit about you ladies, they some haters. They are some fucking haters. Okay? Fuck them. You don't need them in your life. Do your thing. Okay?
Yo, if your pussy smell like water, put your cell phone in the air.
We're not going
I thought we were for the people. I thought the last person said, what happened to the person Oh, shit.
Oh, shit. Yo. And on that,
we out. That's the podcast. We out for the beat. Let's go.